My name Weirdo. You can spell it like W-E question mark R-D-O. The question mark is there for basically it's like asking the question like, what does it really mean to be different when we already different? So in a sense like that, and I just represent shit, just life in general. Like everything I talk about in my raps is everyday life shit. You know, I'm like an essential rapper in a sense. So that's what it is. Minnesota for sure. I mean, I'm from Chicago, Southside, but I came to Minnesota in about 8th grade. Yeah, 8th grade. Minnesota, it's a beautiful state. Minnesota, music-wise, definitely got talent. You know, it's talent everywhere. Different genres, definitely different types of sub-genres, and everybody finding their own lane. Everybody got their own little core fans. So really, I just think it needs to be more collaborative, like, you know, more unified in a sense. But I mean, I'm new on the scene, so I understand a little hesitation from some artists to work. So it's like, but it needs to be, I'm definitely one of the ones, so it's like with Minnesota music, it's people out there, I'm included, so that's what it is. You know, in life, you can't go back. So why stand there, why stop when you could keep moving forward, you know what I'm saying? Basically in a sense like, I'm always thinking forward. I'm always thinking about the next move. I'm always thinking about making new memories, new goals, multifaceted, you know, like, I used to hoop, did that, went to college, did that. Now I'm taking my ventures off to music, my clothing, you know, Weirdo with clothing. And just really that's what I mean by anti-stagnant. Like, why stop and be stagnant on one idea? Be stagnant on, you know, you gotta keep moving, make new ideas, new memories, meet new people. And it's just like a rabbit, and that's what my stuff represent. Like, whenever you see a rabbit, it's not the same one, but they look the same. So in a sense, it's almost like we all are humans, but we different. So we gotta just keep it moving. And the carrot is for basically like, it's a food for thought. It could be a mic for you. It could be a basketball. It could be dancing, anything, you know, it could be anything for you. But as long as you keep that on your mind and you keep moving forward towards that goal and you be different, all I see is success from there, you know. That's why I put the crown on top of there, because it's like you could crown yourself. You don't need nobody to crown you. So it's like, that's what I did by that. Being Weirdo and anti-stagnant is just about being different and also owning that. Like, it's a difference between being out there and just want to be different and all that and be weird and all that. But when you actually different and you just being yourself, it still shows. So, you know, that's what it is. Whatever I come out with, it gotta be creative, it gotta hit, and it gotta be different. So if you notice, my first visual I did was with Matt Wells Media. I did Heebie-Jeebies. I did that with Little Smoke. And that had a different course than, well, it was like a back-to-back. So it'd be kind of like how you heard and Bibby rapping, but it was more melodic. So it's like, came out with that banger. Then I came out with the mixtape, Summer and Winter, which is on SoundCloud. It's you know, I messed with my first project, but I definitely gotten better. So it's something I look forward to. And then what was the question again? My bad, I had.
And then like talk about your visuals.
Oh yeah, okay, so the visuals.
Yeah.
Okay, so even with my visuals, I kind of co-direct that, like everything, like even from the props and stuff. But majority, I would say it's equal. Like me and the camera, me and the videographer were working together. Cause I used to also do videos and stuff, make highlight tapes, everything. Everybody know me for that. Comcast films and whatnot. So that's where my creative sides come from. So I'm always like on top of my work. It's not like somebody like, yeah, do this, do that. I'm more so like, I know where to be, how to do and stuff. So when I dropped Heebie-Jeebies, okay, and then I came with the more creative Lil Mountain. I worked with Blue Nimbus with that, and that one was kind of crazy because it was just like we jumped the gate, went to like an abandoned construction site. We had smoke bombs going off, like we had the carrots in there, and as you notice, I was strapped with the carrots. You feel me? Because whatever's on your mind, you gotta stay with it, strapped and ready. You feel me? Ready for it. It's a war out there, so. I definitely we came with that. That was definitely a creative one. Like even from the beat, even from the chorus, I was basically trying to let not only Minnesota know, but I was letting the world know that I'm a force, you know? Like all the hate, all the doubt, that's just a little mountain to me. I'm gonna keep climbing, you feel me? So that's what it is. Then I followed that back with It's Time. Because what a more perfect time than now, you feel me? Like, during the quarantine, or even before the quarantine, it was like, I wasn't stagnant, I'm never stagnant, but it's like, you know, you could do more. And then during the quarantine, it's like, oh man, I wish I could do more. So now it's like, it's time, I'm like, man, like it don't matter what's going on, pandemic, this and that, I'm just gonna do it, like it's time. So we came with that banger, me and Matt Wells, we came with that, more colorful, my new hair color, you feel me? I'm just feeling more vibrant, more alive, so it's like, that's what it is. And then now I got a new video coming called Day by Day. It includes my family. It's more of a quarantine type of vibe. It's like an in-house, you know, just more smooth. You know, you could just vibe to it. You know, you're gonna see my baby on there that I just had, my 2 daughters, you know, it's more smooth. I also got one coming out called Mood Switching. That's gonna be coming out probably 2 weeks after I drop Day by Day. And Mood Switching is shot by Chris Peterson. He's based out of Milwaukee. He didn't work with a couple artists. Like, I didn't see him work with like a couple artists like E-Day 600, stuff like that. So he's definitely a person to look out for. His visuals is nice, you know? So much respect to everybody. And you're gonna see, the visuals speak for themselves. Like I'm not putting out no mediocre work, putting out no half work. I'm trying to be a force and also just build up my traction. And yeah, you know, everything comes with a purpose, and that's what it is. It's like the purpose. You can have. I feel like you can have multiple purposes. Like I feel like mine is to like start generational wealth for my family. Like for some reason, I just feel like it's me. Like it is not selfish. It's not a selfish thought, but I feel like I do got the keys. Like I feel like whatever my ancestors gave me, and then my people now. I feel like I just absorbed it. And then here I am, you know, just weirdo. And it's like, I'm trying to be a shining light, you know what I'm saying? Like my dad got a clothing line called Authentic Illuminators. And it's almost just about being original and just spreading your light, you know? And that's just what it is. So that's all I'm really focused on is like generational wealth, being there for my daughters. That's the type of purpose I think everybody should have, like a wholesome purpose. Like, you can have all these shallow purposes, but all they'll do is just drain you at the end, you know? And it's like when you got nothing left, you got your family, you know, you got everything that you thought was just like, oh, you could put on the back burner, you know? We all got our date, so it's all about love, so that's what it is. Yeah, Chicago, it's quite like what you could imagine. I grew up like 72nd and Green, 64th and Ellis. Most of my people from, not some, but all of my people really from like 79th, Laughlin, stuff like that, like, you know, just Southside. And it's I don't know, it was just a different, like, I'm glad I came from Chicago to Minnesota. And you know, to sum it up, it's just like, you learn so much at a young age when you're in Chicago. And it's like, learning all of that and coming to Minnesota, it was like, come on, man. Like, you know, not to say it's a piece of cake, but it was like, man, thank my mom for that. I love Chicago, don't get me wrong. Beautiful place, you know, love Chicago. But it's like, when I have these opportunities, you never know. But I'm here now, and it's like, man, it shows that maybe moving to Minnesota kind of helped me in a sense. So much love to my mom for that. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my stepdad Terrell for that. And much love for that. So, but you know, because I don't want to go too much to Chicago because we only got a little short time, and it's like so much to talk about, and I don't want to disrespect you know, my hometown. Beautiful state though, man. It's like, I always used to catch the CTA bus. I went to like Allgale, I went to Guggenheim, went to Alex Haley in the Hunnits. I used to catch the CTA, go to Navy Pier with my grandma, because my mom was at work. Me and my little twin, I got my brothers, they twins, my little brothers. They used to have to walk around with me. We'd be getting all types of trouble, just, everybody know how it is in Chicago. You could walk from a different block and just get in trouble because they just like, man, you just feel like fresh meat on the new block. Like, I don't know. So Chicago was, it molded me though. Like everybody who from there could attest to that. Like it's gonna mold you. It's gonna break you or mold you. But when it molds you, like you definitely sculpt it. You definitely sculpted it. If that's the word, molded, you know. So, man, it's weirdo, man. Shout out to Staring at the City. You staring at weirdo, you staring at a different person, but we all the same, you know. Minnesota, let's come together, let's make this good music, spread love, positivity, and do it the right way, you know what I'm saying? Do it the weirdo way. Anti-stagnant, keep it moving, and yeah, staring at the city, you know?